What is up, guys? It is AJ from MMA Experts, and we are talking about the fight between Gegard Mousasi and Douglas Lima. Very fun fight here. Bellator middleweight main event for the vacant title. Rafael Lovato Jr. had some brain issues and was unfortunately forced into an early retirement, vacates the title. His last foe was Gegard Mousasi, who he beat by a majority decision. Now, Gegard comes back and is taking on Douglas Lima for this vacant title. And Douglas Lima, obviously, he's the welterweight champion. He just beat Rory McDonald. He's a guy that is honestly one of the best welterweights on the planet. But to move up and fight Gegard Mousasi is no easy task. I mean, Gegard Mousasi is a veteran of tons of fights. He is 35 years of age now. I'm not super old, especially for the middleweight division, but he's not one of the youngest guys. And granted, it's not like Lima is so much younger. I believe Lima right now is 32 years old. And this is going to be a very entertaining matchup. I mean, with Mousasi, we get a very poised and relaxed striker. He's always been very calm in his fights. And I mean, veteran of Strikeforce, UFC, Dream. I mean, this guy's been around, and now in Bellator, former champion in Bellator. His style of striking is very good. He has the Dutch kickboxing background. He's going to be fighting smart. His hands are up. He's moving well. He's a bit flat-footed and has a very wide stance. But that's Gegard Mousasi style. And I mean, on the ground, don't sleep on him. You know, we saw him dominate guys in the UFC, especially Uriah Hall on the ground. Now, for Douglas Lima, you have a guy who can really strike as well. I think that his kickboxing is very dynamic. His grappling skills are very good too, of course. Big knockout win over MVP. You know, in his last fight, as I said, he beat Rory McDonald. And this is really a matchup between two of the best fighters in Bellator. Forget about weight classes, two of Bellator's best guys. Now, for Gegard Mousasi, split decision win in his last fight over Lyoto Machida wasn't the most impressive. No, I don't think it was. But granted, Lyoto Machida is a guy that beat Gegard Mousasi in the UFC. And, I mean, at the end of the day, he's a tough matchup. Even Phil Davis going the distance and having a competitive fight with Lyoto Machida. Yeah, Machida's in his 40s, but he's still very tough, especially now leaving the UFC and coming back to Bellator. We saw somewhat of a resurgence for Lyoto. But with this matchup here, I think it's a competitive fight. I think it's going to last. I don't think it's going to be like the Rory McDonald fight where we saw Gegard fully dominate him. I think the grappling defense will hold up for Diego Lima, or rather Douglas Lima. Not his brother that's in the UFC. Douglas is much higher level. I think Douglas Lima could potentially win this matchup, but you know, it's going to be hard to beat Gegard. The size difference is not significant. I mean, if you look at the height, 6'2" to 6'1", so it's not a massive height difference. The reach, only an 1.5 inch reach advantage that Gegard has, but it's the naturally bigger man, Gegard Mousasi. And I mean, it's not like Gegard is a slow striker. He's got speed. He's got some pop. He's not the heaviest puncher, but he hits with some power. I think it's going to go probably 5 rounds. I think it's competitive. I mean, I'd love to see Douglas Lima get a win and become a 2-weight champion in Bellator. I really would. But the likelihood of that happening, I don't think is significant. Let's be real here, guys. I think we're going to see Gegard Mousasi win a decision here, unanimous. I think he's going to win it probably 49-46, 48-47, somewhere along those lines. And if I'm proven wrong, I would not be disappointed. I mean, as I said, Douglas Lima is one of the best welterweights on the planet, and I would be amazed if he was able to capture 2 belts. But the naturally bigger man, Gegard, the guy that's fought up at light heavyweight and was a solid light heavyweight in the UFC, and I just think he's going to be a bit too much for Douglas Lima in this matchup, and we see Gegard Mousasi capture the belt once again. It's going to be fun to see Gegard back at the top. I mean, who would be next after this? We'll have to find out. Quickly, though, I do want to pull up the best fight odds for you guys. All right, so Douglas Lima is about a plus 152 favorite. Gegard Mousasi sitting at a minus 172. As far as the best place to throw money down, over at Sportsbet, Douglas Lima is a plus 155 dog. Gegard Mousasi over at SportsInt is a minus 165 favorite. So right there, 2 best places to throw money down. I think it's a fun fight. I think it's going to be a good matchup. As I said, I really like the super fight here with Bellator and what they're doing. And I mean, I would love to see Douglas Lima in a crossover fight with the UFC. Granted, it will never happen. I really think it's almost impossible unless he got signed by the UFC. But if he is able to beat Gegard Mousasi, I mean, Douglas Lima's stock is probably going to be through the roof. And I don't know when he gets out of his Bellator contract exactly, but potentially could be a UFC prospect, win or lose here. But should be a fun fight. I'm excited for it. Riding with Gegard. betting odds, just listed them. The slight favorite in Mousasi should pull it off. And as I mentioned, it's the size difference that I believe will make the difference with the end result in this matchup. But all right, guys, that is pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I do apologize for releasing this prediction video a little bit late, but we finally got it. We made it happen. And it's here now, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. See you all in the next video.